Writing equations in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So let's see. Okay, so now remember to identify the slope m and the y-intercept b from an equation, it must be in slope-intercept form, which is the y equals mx plus b. You can see here in this equation, y equals negative 5x minus 2. It's broken up into, here's my m, which is my slope. So my slope is negative 5, or negative 5 over 1. And my y-intercept, which is in the spot of the b, is the minus 2, or the negative 2. You may see it written as 0, negative 2. All right, so let's keep going. Now, there are going to be times where your equation is not in slope-intercept form, so you must manipulate the equation so it is in the form y equals mx plus b. So let's see how we're going to do that. The first thing we want to do, we want to make sure we have the y by itself. So when we look at the equation, we're going to have to move the term 4 to the opposite side of the equation. Now, in order to move it to the other side, we have to cancel it off of the left side by doing the opposite. So the opposite of positive 4x is subtracting 4x. So we're going to subtract 4x on both sides. Once we do that, the 4x's cancel out, leaving you with just y equals. Now, when you're writing this, you want to put the variable x term first. So that's going to be negative 4x. That's a positive 1, so we write it as plus 1. So there's your equation in slope-intercept form. Now sometimes, which is the same thing, if I have my equation 4x plus y equals 1, and I subtract the 4x from both sides, you may see it written, but not very often, where it's y equals 1 minus 4x. Okay, we'll still have the equation in slope-intercept form, but because it's y equals mx plus b, we try to put it so that it is in the slope-intercept form with the mx part first. Now, if I look below, I have my breakdown. So what is my slope-intercept form equation? Well, that's going to be the y equals negative 4x plus 1. Break it apart into my m and my b. Remember, my m, my slope, is with the variable x, so my slope is negative 4, and my y-intercept is a positive 1. Now let's take a look at the next example. Okay, so we have 6x minus 2y equals negative 16. All right, well, I want to get the variable y by itself, so the first thing I'm going to do is move the x term, do the opposite, which is subtract 6x and subtract 6x on both sides. Cancels off the 6x's, leaves me with negative 2y equals negative 6x minus 16. Okay, now looking at the side that has the variable y, it is not by itself, so you're going to need to continue your process, which is cancel out that negative 2 that's being multiplied with the y. So to do that, opposite would be to divide by negative 2. Now, each of these terms on the right side will also need to be divided by negative 2. That will leave me with y equals. So now I have negative 6 divided by negative 2 will give me a positive 3. Put the x back on. And negative 16 divided by negative 2 is a positive 8. There's my equation in slope-intercept form. Now I have it written again because there's another way you may see it. I'm still going to do the subtracting of 6x on both sides, leaving me with negative 2y equals negative 6x minus 16. Divide both sides by negative 2. Now, before I divided each individual term by negative 2, but sometimes you might see it where it just has one big line with a divide by -2 underneath all the terms. Y equals, you're just going to need to remember that you do -6 divided by -2 and -16 divided by -2. That will leave me with 3x plus 8, and it still gives me the same equation, so whichever works for you, that is perfectly fine. So now below my slope-intercept form equation is y equals 3x plus 8. Now I can break it up into my slope and my y-intercept. My slope is the 3 with the x, and the y-intercept is the 8. Trying another one, we have 6x plus 5 equals 15. Okay, so we're going to get the variable y by itself. So that means we need to subtract or cancel out that 6x first. So subtract 6x here, subtract 6x here. Leaves us with 5y on the left and -6x plus 15. Now the y is not by itself, so we're going to undo that multiplying of 5 by dividing by 5. So I can divide each term by 5. Y will equal, well, -6 divided by 5. I can't simplify those, so I can leave it as a simplified fraction of -6 over 5x. Then I'm going to do positive 15 divided by 5, which will give me a positive 3. So there's my equation in slope-intercept form. So now if I do the other side, remember the other side is just where I'll divide one time underneath. So I'm going to still subtract 6x on both sides. That leaves me with 5y over here equals -6x plus 15. Divide by 5, cancels out. Divide this whole side by 5. And y equals, so -6 divided by 5 is just -6 over 5x. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. So there's my same equation, worked out a little bit differently, but I still have y equals -6 over 5x plus 3. So down below, when I write my slope-intercept form equation, it's going to be y equals -6 over 5x plus 3. Break it apart, and my slope is -6 over 5, and my y-intercept is 3. Now I'm going to take a look at the last example, and we have this one right here. All right, so 11x minus 8y equals -48. So I need the y by itself, so I'm going to start by canceling out the x term by subtracting 11x, the whole term, on both sides of my equation. I am left with a -8y on the left, and then I have -11x minus 48 on the right side. So from here I need to cancel out that -8 that's being multiplied with the y, so I'll divide both sides by -8. So I can divide each term by -8. Y is equal to -11 divided by -8. Well, a negative divided by negative is a positive, and the 11 and the 8 can't simplify, so I can leave it as the fraction 11 over 8 x, and then -48 divided by -8 will give me a positive 6. So there will be my equation in slope-intercept form. So now if I just try again over here, so again I will subtract 11x on both sides. -8y equals -11x minus 48. Divide by -8 on both sides. Here, remember, I can put just the division underneath the whole right part there. I just need to remember to individually divide both by -8. So negative 11 divided by -8 would give me the 11 over 8. Put the x back on, and then the negative 48 divided by -8 would give me the positive 6. So sometimes when you're doing the divisions part, it comes out pretty evenly. These ones it didn't. Also remember you can write it out where you divide each individual term by the number you're dividing by, or you can just put one big division line and divide by that number. Whichever works for you, they're both going to give you the same answer in the end. Okay, so now at the bottom, what is my slope-intercept form equation? That would be y equals 11 over 8x plus 6, which means my slope is 11 over 8, and my y-intercept is 6. Good luck.